Hi everyone, good morning. I am Christina Daly, Department of ECE from SNS College of Technology. Today we are going to see about the lecture series in communication networks. The topic I have selected is Introduction to Cryptography. So what do you mean by cryptography? Cryptography, it is nothing but the science of using the mathematics to encrypt and decrypt data. So the messages would be confidential, that should be secured. So the information, whatever the messages, that should be confidential and it should be kept secret. So that is what it is recognized as cryptography. So what are all the terminologies we are using in this cryptography is we are using the plain text. The plain text, it is also called as the clear text. We want to hide that plain text. So the hiding is nothing but the encryption. That encryption part is nothing but your cipher text. The process of again turning cipher text into the plain text is nothing but the decryption. So here the encryption and the decryption is followed by some certain procedures. The plain text, encryption, and the data will be coded in the receiver. The decrypted in the receiver side, and finally we are getting the plain text. Here we are going to see what do you mean by a crypto system. Crypto system, it is also referred to as a cipher system. So here we are having the various components. So what are all the various components we are having is one is plain text encryption algorithm, cipher text decryption algorithm, and we are having the key. Key is nothing but the information we are sharing. While cryptography is the science of securing. So already we are by using the cryptanalysis, it can be breaked by the secure communication. So it may be analytical reasoning or mathematical tools. The cryptanalysts are also called as the attackers. So it embraces both the cryptography as well as cryptanalysis. So in the previous days, the human beings got organized in tribes, groups, as well as in the kingdoms. So for that, they have used some of the messages to be secured. So what are all the roots of the cryptography? What we have found is it is nothing but the Roman as well as the Egyptian civilization. uh, Already we have used Caesar shift cipher. So this is the basic method we are using. So what is the purpose of this means? So here we are going to shifting the letters. This is what they have used previously. At the same time, it is also called as the Julius Caesar. The main thing is shifting of three purpose we are using in this cryptography. So this is let us see an example of Caesar shift cipher. So A, B, C, D, E, F. This is what the plain text they have given. Just we are shifting from 3. So the C goes to F and B goes to E and A goes to D. But in the case of decryption, the D comes to the A part, E comes to the B, and F comes to the C. So suppose if we want to take a message as plain text, the cipher text can be converted by using the shift basis of 3. So these are all the goals and services. The primary goal is to secure the data on the hard disk. The services we are having the confidentiality, integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. Confidentially, we know that secrecy. Integrity we know as the anti-tampering. So here we are going for the identification of the authentication purposes. So here the process of proving one's identity. So here we are having two types of the cryptography. So what are the two types of the cryptography we are having is one is symmetric key, another one is asymmetric. So it is also called as that is symmetric key cryptography. It is also known as the secret key or the convolutional. So here we are using a secret key, and the key is piece of the information. So this is the diagram representing the types of the cryptography. Just we are encrypting and decrypting the file. So just we are giving the key to the sender, and the sender uses the public key to encrypt the plain text. And here the sender gives the cipher text. Finally, the private key is used to decrypt. So it was invented by Whitefield Diffie and Martin Hellman. The same time, suppose if the message, if we want to type a first solver wins $100, so that message should be very, very confidential. The next one, we are going to see about the data encryption standard. So it was developed in the year, and here we are using the triple data encryption standard, and it is used to modify the data. The next is the asymmetric key cryptography. It is also known as the public key cryptography. It refers to the algorithm which requires two keys. One is private, another one is public. So here we are giving both the keys to the sender and the receiver. So digital signature standard, it is one of the examples of the asymmetric key cryptography. So the hash functions, it is nothing but the block of data, and we are having the fixed size. The data to be encoded are often called as the message, and it is also called as the hash functions. So where we are using this cryptography: ATM, email, passwords, e-payment, e-commerce, electronic voting, defense services, securing data. Another one will be the access control. So these are all the assessment questions. Thank you.